And we're back with Good Vibes Live episode 15 or 16. I'm pretty confident in saying, unless you're a listener on Spotify, the audio still hasn't gone live, but it's because I'm not an editor. I really am not an editor. I don't have the skill set of an editor. I mean, I don't have patience at all, and the ability to make something great, and it takes me a long time. So when we go on a tirade with a bunch of things we shouldn't say, probably for legal reasons, and I have to edit it out, it takes us months. It takes us months to get the episode back up and live. Mike, how you doing here, buddy?
I'm doing good. I got a quarrel with Joe Biden that I'll discuss later in the podcast. But
sure.
Other than that, other than my beef with Big Joe, Big Daddy Joe, I think the world's going pretty good right now.
Do you miss Donald yet? You worry about him?
Every fucking day I miss Donnie. I'm
Dude,
just like, damn.
Biden doesn't tweet at all. It sucks.
It's just like there's no more entertainment going on with our president.
Never will be.
What is this guy doing his job or something?
Yeah, it's like Wall Street bets. It's never going to happen again. That happened. We had our moment. And
did you see Dogecoin? Dogecoin's up like a shit ton this week.
Yeah. We should talk about Dogecoin because I have a lot of it. And I
want
to be totally clear. You pussy bitch. You're the reason why. How much? Yeah, I bet. Whatever. You fucking loser. I buy more. What I do is, I've been familiar with the stock market for probably a little bit less than a week, and let's be honest, it's pretty sweet. It's awesome. It's great to put money in Doge because you got to be smart about it, Carm. You got to have two accounts. One account that you put in and then you withdraw when there's a buy. But then you got to keep some money in Doge because I think Doge is going to the moon. I really do think Doge is going to go to the moon, and I'm going to be a millionaire. And I'm probably going to drop this whole comedy thing. It's over. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to live my life in the woods. It's going to be sick.
The only thing that matters in life is money. So once you get the money, you can give up on your hopes and dreams. Because the only reason you have a dream is to profit from it.
How would you like to be murdered?
How would I like to be a millionaire?
No. Well, how would you like to be murdered?
Like how? Like, are you saying like, in what way would I like to be murdered if I were to be murdered?
Yeah. It's over. Would you like the opportunity to say goodbye to family members and loved ones, or just
no need?
Yeah, that's pretty. Because a lot of people have that fantasy, about dying and seeing how people react.
Yeah,
like a lot of people have that fantasy. I hear about it.
I know I'm gonna get a lot of like relief when I'm dead. People are like, thank fucking God, it's about time. My parents will be far less stressed. So I mean, for me, if I had to go one way, it would be in an airplane, just getting hijacked by terrorists. And
okay, we get it. You're from New York.
But unlike 9/11, it wouldn't go down like that because I'm on the plane. So I get up, swift punch.
That's a
local
joke to me, but
yeah. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah. It just wouldn't go down.
It wouldn't go down like that.
There'd be way more annoying accents on that plane.
The plane would go down for sure, but it wouldn't go down how it went. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would be a lot more like a music video.
So I'm swinging, taking the first two terrorists out with the old 1-2 Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Right hook, left hook, bang, they're out. And then now I steal their screwdrivers that they use to hijack the plane because that's very realistic. And then I go in.
Sorry, go.
Box cutters. Yeah, whatever, dude. They're the same fucking thing.
It doesn't matter.
So either way, Bush did it. But what I do is I take the box cutters and I just start fucking breaking down the door to the pilot's room. I get into the pilot's room and I have a fist fight again with the pilot. However, what's that? He's got a shotgun. I didn't notice it. He blows out the front window. Oh my God. Everyone's fucking freaking out. The winds. Babies are flying out of the window. It's tragic. And then how do I die? I sacrifice myself for the good of everybody.
Not my question. I asked, how would you want to be murdered? Not how did you
Well,
want to be
I get
hero?
murdered because I
More
jump
Mr.
in.
Mark Wahlberg.
I jump into the window to seal it off, and then the same dude who shot blammo shotgun again to the back, and that's how I get murdered.
He kills you when you're trying to save everybody. So is this just like a dark? No one lives. Everyone dies in the end.
Yeah, everyone definitely dies for sure. And he completes his mission too, which is the craziest part. I died for nothing.
I don't think we're ever going to get a sponsorship, Mike. I got to be honest.
I don't think a sponsor could handle the heat. They have to get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Yeah,
Speaking of, I want to make sure we don't get one sponsorship right now. I'm gonna come out and say some shit that needs to be said.
Oh boy.
Best Buy can suck a fucking dick. Okay.
All right. All right. One of the last major American retailers standing. But go on.
Tell me how I go to Best. So my laptop charger is not working. So I go to Best Buy to get a new one. And they are trying to charge me $69 for a laptop charger.
Like, I said, $69, or we're gonna put child porn all over the fucking computer. And you're
I said you can suck my dick. Okay, listen. First off, have you seen all the stuff coming out about Pornhub having like child porn on it, like kidnapped kids getting raped on there?
Yeah. It's funny. This got brought up on another thing I was podcasting about. Don't you feel like sick to your stomach?
I mean, I don't watch Pornhub anywhere.
If you think about it, all right, whatever, bro. Okay. No one gives a shit. No one believes you, and no one gives a shit.
But, I'm fucking righteous, baby.
All right, whatever. I don't believe you, but I don't care also. Fact of the matter is, there was a time in every man's life where that website, if you were born after the year 2000 or, before around if you were a millennial.
If you've been alive for porn to be a thing, you've gone to Pornhub.
Yeah, you've been there. It has been there for you. You've never had to do anything for them. And just to think that some of that, what you thought was art, was actually it's sick. It's sickening, Mike.
I think one of the least shocking things I found out in my life is that a porn website has these type of videos on it. I said, people like, everybody. I'm like, yeah, no shit. And half of the girls are addicted to drugs because of the people in the porn industry too. I don't know what you want me to do about it. You're not doing shit. We're not doing shit. Shut the fuck up. Jerk off to what you want to jerk off to. I'm not here to kink shame. I'm not here to tell you what's right and what's wrong. I'm not God. Okay. I've never been on Pornhub, but I'm not God. Okay. I'm just better than most people. I don't eat meat. That's a fact because I'm better than most people. I don't watch porn. That's a fact because I'm better than most people. What else do I need to say, Liam? What else do I need to say? I don't litter. I recycle. I mean, my God, it's like I'm not God. I can't tell you what's right and wrong, but you're a piece of shit. And we just got to embrace it. We just got to embrace that we're all pieces of shit.
You actually lost points for the whole vegan thing, but I was with you, around that, but
that was like the first thing I said was the vegan thing.
Yeah, I know what I said. But the I just in my head, like, you kind of knew, you knew.
Yeah, you knew.
But the ones I watched were all just like
stepbrother, stepsister,
stepbrother and stepsister shit. So I thought it was like, there's no way this is fake.
Yeah, no, those are obviously real encounters. That's different.
There's so much.
That's the indie shit. That's all the indie film stuff. We're talking big porn right now is using kidnapped children.
I think Casting Couch is still out there though.
Is Casting Couch still like making videos?
I don't know, Mike. Do you know?
I was a big fan. I mean, I wasn't a big Casting Couch guy, but I was.
None of those women got jobs, Mike.
Well, yeah. None of those women are real either. They're just entities on my computer screen to masturbate.
See, you're the problem.
I'm the I don't watch porn. I don't watch porn, and I don't eat meat. I'm the solution. Yeah. I'm the solution.
No, see, I think what you're doing is you're just at home. You're eating that fucking goddamn buffalo cauliflower, jerking off all day in your socks, and eating avocado dip in between, and you're spilling it all over yourself because
Yeah.
you're fucking, you know, you want these animals to starve to death and have no food because you're that sick in the head. You would rather eat their food source than use them as a food source.
Yeah. Yeah. I would rather see all the animals starve because I ate all the veggies on the earth and then have one more animal killed by the meat industry. Speaking of,
go on.
did you see the shit in, I don't know if it was Idaho or Iowa, they might be the same state, but did you see the pig farm
I know that they're not the same states. And I didn't mean to imply accents were annoying other than the Boston accent earlier. But Mike, go on.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The pig slaughter thing?
No.
I don't know if it was Iowa or Idaho, because like I said, they're probably the same state.
Were they caucusing?
Nah, dude. So they just had a surplus of pigs. They just had more than they initially intended on having. So they just burned a barn down with a bunch of pigs in it. They just killed all the pigs, murdered them. Some dude who's like some social justice or like environmental justice guy tried, like, you know, taking them down, had videos and everything. Dude, you could literally hear a video of the pigs screaming. Pigs are like very fucking smart.
It's not funny.
It's funny. It's not funny.
It's darkly comic.
Yeah.
You know, like,
but pigs are like
run over by a 18-wheeler.
That's funny. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is one of my favorite music videos because it just has a bunch of grandmas getting smashed by trains. But so anyway, well, yeah, they had. I mean, they're old anyway. What else did they have?
Yeah, they were all death row.
Yeah, criminals
anyway. So
yeah. Each of them worked for the Catholic Church, but irregardless. So there's the dude who was trying to, you know, bring them to justice. And so Idaho and/or Iowa, again, same state to me, dude, changed their laws where they just said like, nah, you can't film the meat. Like, you just can't film that anymore. You're not allowed to film.
Bro, you can't film. It's not.
Yeah, literally. So they were like, yeah, we can't accept your film in court because it's a law that you can't come into these farms and film anything. So they were just letting it rock.
There's you know what that tells me,
that Nancy Pelosi somehow involved.
That should be so fucking clear to anyone who's looking to the facts. It's just so transparent, but it's disgusting, you know. And she's telling out, you know, you can't film these barns. Meanwhile, she's in another barn filming like something way worse than fucking
some child shit.
Some
kidnapped children.
That's what that tells me. That if they're, you know, they wrote that law, I feel like that's not the worst thing that is happening in barns in Idaho or Iowa or wherever this godless part of this country is.
Ironic that when you drive through that part of the country, there's a whole bunch of billboards about God.
Yeah, like, it's billboards and porn.
Dude, tell me how I fucking when I was driving there, it had to be Nebraska, but I put the I'm gonna go into my room real quick.
Sure thing. I'm gonna be here. Still here, talking. Just chilling, looking around my room. Comment on.
Strawberry.
Some empty beer bottles over there. Not mine, they're my father's.
You partying, dude?
A lot more than me. I mean, I just don't drink. Because of
the lighting in here. The lighting in here is not as good, you know?
Yeah. It's palpable.
Palpable. Like, that's a fucking word.
Right? It's no palpable. That's my favorite type of orange juice.
I like it when it has some palp in it.
It's because you're sick. And you call yourself a vegan.
No. You're just lying. I actually don't like pulp.
I met someone, you know, I was having breakfast with them. They were friends, had been for years, but they ordered orange juice with pulp, and I never talked to them again after that. I will not, never. They tried to get a hold of me. So many unanswered messages, Snapchats. I hope they think I'm dead. Because
I mean, that's reasonable.
To me, they are.
Yeah. You can't. If you're the type of person to have pulp in your orange juice, you're also the type of person to watch kidnapped child porn on Pornhub.
I guarantee that's all you do.
Yeah.
That's all you do. You're eating cauliflower. I love cauliflower. I would be totally real. It's like the best shit ever. It's great. But...
Have you ever air fried your own cauliflower wings?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No,
I fucking doubt
I
it.
haven't. I plan on
I
doing
knew
it.
you were lying.
I've been too nervous. The thing is, I've gotten it out at restaurants. They've been prepared very good. I'm a big fan of it there. Like when my family goes out, they want they want to do wings or whatever. I'm doing the cauliflower, because I know that I'm not gonna, I can eat. I'm not gonna be as full for sure. Everyone knows that, but you're not supposed to be, right? I don't know.
I mean, you could definitely eat way more, and for like significantly less calories. Like an entire cauliflower head only has like 280 calories in it.
Yeah, but you got to agree with me that it's not as filling as like.
Because you're not eating poison.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's called protein, but like I don't know.
Tons of protein in cauliflower. Check your fucking facts.
I bet you would know more than me. You would know more than me.
First off, all the protein, any good you're getting from meat comes from the plants that the meat is eating before it's killed. You're just getting those nutrients. Like you could just cut out the middleman and eat plants.
You've really been a vegan for how long now?
I don't know, 12 years? No, like a year and a half, 2.
We've been almost doing this
podcast.
I graduated. We've been doing this podcast for almost a year. I think
we have like 16 episodes.
We have like 16 episodes. I had that like realization today, and I was like, yeah, I know we're like not great with it, but like I didn't think we were that bad with it. It's like we're a fucking. It can't be. We're not an ABC show. We can't do 16 episodes a year. Like that's like
we're definitely only like 6 months in.
Yeah, we're also way better than an ABC show. I got to be totally clear about that.
We're probably like 8 months because I moved out here in July, and that is what 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
Well, I'll see. It's not like we can't figure this out, right?
I applied to a job today.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man.
All right. Here we go. Episode 1. Kind of weird they don't just give you the details here. It's called The Journey Begins. All right, I remember that. I remember writing that. Good Vibes. I'm going to need to do it off the YouTube because the studio app doesn't tell you the dates. I don't know why. Or if it did, I didn't see it. But I do know, even though if you put in Good Vibes Live and we don't come up, if you put in Good Vibes Live episode 1, it'll come up underneath a animated pilot from 2 years ago that was 20 minutes and 40 seconds. That was 465,000 views, which is a lot. But I don't think that, I've never heard of it. All right, so episode 1 of Good Vibes Live, right, came from, well, okay, you're right. It's we're in the middle. We're in the middle of what we both just said. It was originally dropped on April 27th, 2020. And it actually was dropped on 420. I remember we dropped it on 420. So yeah, we're almost there. Like it's getting there.
So we're like 10 months in.
I think we could.
That's almost like 2 episodes a month. That's not that bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad. We're not making money, so it's
less. And there was a point in time that we took like a hefty break when the world was kind of chaotic.
Yeah, when the world needed us most, we looked away. We failed. I'll be honest. We let the people down, I think.
I was personally I was on the front lines, Liam. Sorry,
secondly,
I didn't have time to podcast.
This is more valuable than anything that has ever than diamonds, than human life, than anything but things that happen in barns in Iowa that are recorded on film.
Diamonds are forever.
Yeah. You got all right. You got any questions for me?
I got big beef with Joe Biden. Yeah, I got beef with him.
No, you got 3 beefs going on right now, and one of them's a cold beef because you both are cowards, I think. And
are you talking about Kevin?
You said his name, bro. Officially,
listen,
you said his name.
Listen, When Kevin can grow a fucking mustache, we'll have
Oh
some beef.
Jesus!
Until that day, until he has a muzzy on his face, it's not even worth my time.
Should this be the clip? Just,
'Cause
I mean, I'll be clear. He made a clip about your dick that I didn't approve of. I would have never said to do. And I also, of course, I wasn't trying to talk about your dick. He was pushing me, talking about your dick. And I know,
I mean, it is what it is.
you know, I know how it is. A man that talks to another man's dick that's a problem, man.
Look,
And unless it's, I don't know, it's not really a problem, I guess.
but
as far as this beef goes, I just want the people to understand that I'm just a bystander, and
hey,
it's
hilarious. I have no beef. If he's got beef, to let him know I'm a vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him. You know what I'm saying? But
good.
Yeah, for our Gen Z listeners, for our younger listeners, that's a reference. Okay, that's a song reference, and all
Dude,
I know.
You should have owned that as your own.
Yeah. By reference, I mean a reference to one of my songs that I put out.
Go on, elaborate.
Either way,
talked about this before on the pod.
What, the song or Kevin, or my beef with Kevin?
Well, however you want to approach this, I think is how you should approach it.
Listen, it just is what it is. When you're great, people come at you. People always want to come at the throne. It's like Kanye said, "Watch the throne." Insecure young people like to punch up, but a guy like me, I sleep fine at night. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is I know where I stand, and I can't even see Kevin from up here. That's all I gotta say.
Wow.
And when he could grow a mustache, we can have a rap battle. We could rap battle when he has a mustache, because I wrote an entire diss track at him.
Dude, this is what rappers always say. They always say this shit. They're like, "Yo, I got a whole fucking catalog for Drake."
Yeah,
if he ever comes at me. Like, Drake gives a fuck about you. Like, and that's just honestly.
It's honestly entirely based on the fact that he had a mustache, and then I looked at a picture of him and I was like, "Fuck, Kevin doesn't even have a mustache. Why did I think he had a mustache? Why did I have such a prominent memory of him having a thick old mustache on his face to the point where I based an entire rap about it?" But tell him, grow out a muzzy and then come talk to me.
It just you rhyme things so naturally. It's hard to keep up sometimes. It's like, is he doing it on purpose, or is it just does he have like something wrong with his brain?
Yeah, something right with my brain.
Okay, that's a way of looking at it too. Something right, more people probably would have the propensity to rhyme all the time. But
I would like to make a joke about autism, but I don't want to get canceled.
Then don't do it. It's pretty much, if you understand the consequences.
Yeah, it's like,
I was on a road trip once counting license plates.
I'm assuming there's a heart.
Yo, stop. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hopefully that was funny for you too.
I accidentally hit the mute button on my microphone because I have that capacity. I could just mute it from right here. It's not a big deal.
I wish I had the power to control my words.
I will say, even though Best Buy tried to fuck me on a charger, trying to charge me that fucking much, I did get a new wire for my microphone, and it was only $10.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's only 3 feet though. My last one was like 9 feet. So
I have the same problem. It's shrinking. It's shrinking, and it feels like one day I'm just gonna be like, is it gonna stop?
Do I want to eat Doritos tonight?
Yeah, eat Doritos. I wish I had cauliflower right now. Real shit. I'd fuck up some cauliflower. I have some terrible store-bought cauliflower from the Walmart, and not like. It's like fucking Minute Maid shit. It's like it's not
a head of cauliflower.
No. Which is it should be. I should just man up and just like fucking be a fucking man about it.
Dude, cauliflower is pretty cheap too.
Yeah. I mean, it's up right now. Like if I had stock, in
Cauliflower.
cauliflower. That's a bar. But if I had stock in cauliflower, I would, because there's like, it's
Oh, stock.
Dude,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, whatever. So yeah, I would sell right now because it's such a hot commodity because people are so health conscious with for a number of reasons. Each personal. Go on, Mike.
Speaking of health conscious and hot commodities, I want to, I've been pondering an issue that's not really an issue, but it's an issue to me, and I want to get your thoughts on it. So it was predicted in like 2014, 2015 that meditation would be a multi-million-dollar industry by 2020, which it now is. It's a multi-million-dollar industry.
Yeah, people are sad.
Doesn't that kind of seem like an oxymoron, like profiting off of meditation like that? Like it's like, oh, you're taking this like spiritual, like very important practice and you're making it into something capital based. Like you're capitalizing it. I think that is anti what the whole, let me hear it.
First one. Do you know what they do to pigs in Texas?
Worse than what they do in Idaho?
So the
Idaho?
reason, listen, the thing about pigs, I think they're I think they're like the second or third smartest mammal behind like humans and dolphins.
Yeah, they're smart as fuck.
Yeah, and they're also super like territorial. They fuck like crazy, and the populations just get out of control and they'll eat anything. Like, did you know, like a pig in the wild will turn into a boar? Over the course of like 3 weeks, it'll grow hair and tusks. If like a pig gets off of a farm and shit, it's crazy evolutionary shit. But they very quickly devolve into like a more beast like animal. They have such a problem with that in Texas that for like a couple $100, I don't really know. I don't have any price. It could be $20. They send you up in a helicopter with like a fucking M60 light machine gun, and you just spray.
Do you remember when the dude was like, so there was talk of, as there always is, gun control, and somebody was like, yo, can you give me one real reason that you need a gun? And somebody was like, yeah, dude, I need to kill 40 to 50 wild boar. Like, what do you mean? Like, how am I going to kill these 40 to 50 wild boar? And everyone was like, what the fuck do you mean? But that's a real issue in some places. Dude, there's wild boar that need to be brapped.
Crush out everything, and they'll thump up your territory. They'll kill smaller animals, and they're smart, man. Like I said, the only way to handle it is when like you have a fucking Apache helicopter, and you can sneak up on a whole herd of them and just play the Valkyries like it's fucking straight up Apocalypse Now and just spray. It's sick.
So basically, what you're saying is that Idaho farm was serving justice. They were stopping the problem before the problem started.
They could have been, but also, in my opinion, secondary. Like, I don't think the helicopter startling you and being shot to death is like a humane way of doing things either. But like locking them all up in a cage and burning them, or in a barn and burning it down, is like, yo, it's efficient, right? It's pretty efficient. I think like maybe that's all it came down to. The farmer was like, I don't know what else to do, and
maximum efficiency.
I just sold thousands of dollars worth of GameStop that my whore wife idiot tried to talk me out of buying a few months ago, and now I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm gonna go play golf all the time and cheat on my wife, snorting coke and learning how to surf.
Tiger Woods cheated on his wife. Maybe it's a golf thing.
Maybe it's being a good hot guy thing.
Lance Armstrong didn't do drugs.
And he paid the price.
I am a Lance Armstrong truther. He was the first man on the moon, and there's no proof that he was blood doping.
There is less proof of him being on the moon than there is of him blood doping.
There's no proof of either, because the moon's not even the moon. First off, if you still, all right, jokes aside, I know we like to have fun on this podcast, you and I.
Well, every once in a while.
It's 2021. If you still believe the moon is a real thing, you're a fucking moron. It's clearly just a lamp in the sky, and I'm not going to get played a fool any longer. You expect me to believe this alleged space rock just changes how much of itself it shows? I'm not a fucking idiot.
It doesn't really make any sense, right? It's supposed to control the tides or something.
Allegedly. As if they're not controlling the tides with their fucking buttons with the
what
Illuminati
are floodgates
buttons.
and stuff? What is that about? You mean to tell me we can't control water in like the ocean?
We do control the ocean.
Tesla.
Yeah, it's called global warming.
Mm.
Yo, did you see Tesla? Tesla just invested 1.5 billion into Bitcoin.
Yeah. It's Elon. Yo, there's a guy out there. I don't know if this is true. I have no idea if this is true. No citations. Just read it. Might have been a YouTube comment. So take this with a grain of salt. But someone bought up like several billion Dogecoin at like a similar time. And now like Dogecoin is cheap. Like, I don't know what's trading at right now. Probably like 7 or 8 cents, but
8 cents right now.
That's cool. But a billion is still like a couple $million USD at the very least. Like the difference between $1 million and $1 billion, it's pretty substantial. Like, I don't know. People don't realize,
I think if you can count, you realize there's a large difference between $1 million and $1 billion.
No, because like for me, until like a month ago, really, I thought like the difference between 100 and 1,000 was the same thing as the difference between 100,000 and $1 million. But it's really like 10 times that. No, it's the same distance. I meant to say billion. You're paused anyway. So maybe you're just appalled at what I had to say. I could see that. I could very easily see that. Mike is, I think, is still not here. I'm looking at him. His face is frozen. I think I have it still turned on to active speaker. Funny thing about that is, I don't really know how to change it, no matter how many times I try. But it's really the only thing that's holding it back. But I think with our new endeavors, our new ventures into other social media platforms such as TikTok, we could experiment with the art form a little bit. Get a little crazy. Put some stickers in there, some added music for dramatic or emotional effect. Listen, I think I hear some breathing on the other end.
Oh, did you notice that I was going? Yeah, my Wi-Fi must have cut out or something because I didn't hear a word you said until you started talking about stickers.
Yeah, I don't know how I got there.
It's all hey, listen, Dogecoin, million and $1 billion, large difference. Then it cut out for a little bit.
Yeah, Mike, it's pretty funny because like I can hear you talking, but it's still frozen on the last frame of you talking. So it's pretty.
You can
it's
hear
pretty,
me now.
Yeah. It's like we're getting insider knowledge from. You could be a silhouette or something, and I'm on like. Yeah. Mike, give us the deal. Dogecoin. This is insider.
Dogecoin. If you aren't buying Dogecoin, expect the revolution to come to you.
It's very ominous, Mike. I'm not sure what you mean, but he cut off. He cut off the audio.
Man, I did not cut off the audio. Can you hear me?
Oh, you're talking in a different voice now. I thought.
No, this is my voice.
It's like a picture of a gay. It's like a gay Bane.
Hello, Batman.
You're looking very muscular
today.
It's impossible for me to suck dick. Oh.
Oh, Batman. I used to love sucking dick. I was born with it.
molded by it. And when they took that pleasure away from me. First off, I would beat Bane's ass. That's first and foremost.
Would you beat Kevin's ass?
Kevin? All right. Listen,
He's been in 6 weeks of jujitsu.
6 weeks? Oh shit. That's a game changer right there. 6 weeks of jujitsu. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
This is way funnier on a frozen frame. I'm sorry.
Is it still frozen?
Yeah, it's still frozen. I'll send you a picture.
Is it at least a good look? I don't even have my phone on me. I don't even know where it is.
No, I could. You look like the. You almost look like.
Just show. Put it to this. Put it to the screen. Let me see.
How do I do that? I was just gonna send you a picture.
Just turn your phone. I mean, just turn your phone around so I can see it.
My phone around. See,
I
feel
point your phone to the camera so I could see your phone.
I'm using an iPad.
Is there not a fucking camera?
What, Mike? It's impossible.
Okay.
What you're asking me.
What
you're asking me to do is to show you a screen with the camera attached to the screen.
Dude, you just took a picture. So you just took a picture on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to put that picture on your phone screen, okay? And I want you to show your phone screen to the camera. I don't know why this is so difficult. Okay. I'm talking about my beef with Joe Biden. I can't even make out what's happening on there. Oh, that is a fucking funny view for it to be stuck on.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
But I want to talk about my beef with Joe Biden.
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah, man. Where the fuck's my money, Joe? Run me my check. Run me my check, Joe. Also, he's putting kids in cages again. Not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool. He's starting conflicts in the Middle East. We're not talking about it. Uncool. But most importantly, Joe, run me my check. Okay? I want my fucking stimmy.
Joe Biden doesn't listen anymore.
What do you mean he doesn't listen anymore?
He stopped listening to the podcast when he won. He said he got too busy.
Wow. So we were the #1 podcast that supported Joe Biden, and he's going to stop
Did not
listening
support
to us.
Joe Biden. I'm going to be real.
When he won.
I voted third party. Proud.
Liam, according to Twitter and Instagram, if you voted third party, you're voting for Trump and you're a racist. So I don't really know if I could associate with you anymore.
According to most people on Twitter, they are not mentally well. So I don't know what I have to say about that.
I mean, I'm just saying, according to the people who clearly have done research and hours of studying on politics, and they're so well equipped, they speak their minds so freely because they know exactly what they're talking about. If you're voting third party, you're voting for Donald Trump, or you voted for Donald Trump.
I don't think I wanted either of these people to win. You know,
me neither.
And
I
wasn't gonna vote for a guy who said those things to that children at that water park. It's not happening. That was a big line in the sand for me.
Run me my check. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, don't worry, man. We're gonna have a new war probably that will take all your energy and focus away.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck that. First off, they can't even take my focus or energy. They don't get any of it anymore. They get zilch. I don't have the news. I don't fucking look at that shit. I don't look at any of that. I've blocked anything on social media that brings up any politics. I can't see it anymore because I don't want to know. I'd rather be ignorant than have a bunch of people that are dumb as fuck shouting nonsense at me.
I think that's a healthy way of doing it. I mean, social media is it's mostly toxic. Everyone I know who's on it hasn't become really like a better person on it.
Probably worse.
I would argue absolutely worse. Myself.
Have you seen the Netflix documentary?
Yeah.
Social Dilemma.
Yeah, That's a good one.
It is a
It's a
good one.
must
It is a
watch,
good
I
one.
think, for people of this
If you
generation.
haven't watched it, you should watch it.
That's some good stuff. Very, very powerful. Very, you know, it makes you think twice before buying an Instagram ad, you know?
Oh yeah, makes you
Makes
think
you-
3 times.
Makes you think 3 times, but then you're like, I gotta get this bag someday. And the only reason why people don't watch my stuff is because they haven't been forced to by an algorithm.
Honestly, the algorithm knows us at this point. It knows we're
It's
we're gonna
terrified.
shoot it. It is terrified. It is terrified, as it should
Like,
be.
I got a content restriction on one of the, like, an actual content restriction
Shocker.
on a
Shadow
social media
ban.
platform. Yeah, no, I think it's over, to be perfectly honest. It was TikTok. I think that the clip might have been too vulgar, but like I've seen some pretty messed
I've
up
seen
shit
naked
on TikTok.
bitches on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's fair, to be honest, but you know, it's a little
It's
guy.
not.
They can kick me around, doesn't matter. Like,
You know what
doesn't
we
matter.
should talk about, Liam?
What do you want to talk
We
about,
should
Mike?
talk about the fact that there's a social currency or like whatever in China. There's like a social credit score, and it's coming to America. And I've read 1984, dude. I've read it. Okay.
Mike, we've had a social credit score since the real credit score, bro. It's terrible.
Well, there's not like a real social, like where there is in China. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah,
like if your score gets restrict your rights, they're gonna do that here.
We're gonna slowly realize, you know, the people that matter, that aren't just like products of their environments, right? The people that like break out and do things with their lives, like, are you know, none of them are racist. They just hate poor people.
Oh yeah, bro. Of course. I mean, who doesn't hate poor people though?
I don't hate poor people. I fuck it,
Liam,
please
aren't
come into my house and kill my family members.
Aren't you? Aren't you a diehard Republican?
I'm not sure what I am, bro. I think I'm middle of the road, but I would say libertarian, but apparently that makes me a racist now, because
Yeah, according to Twitter, it does.
according to Twitter, yeah. So I don't do really identity politics. I'm a policy issue. Like, I'm pro-abortion. I think if I'm walking down the street and I see a pregnant woman, I should be able to kick her to the curb, like on the curb, and
Yes.
kick her in the stomach as many times as I want. And I think there should be no
100%.
repercussions for that.
No, of course not. I think if you're pro-abortion, if you're that type of person, look, I'm not going to disclose any of my views. It doesn't matter what my views are.
Mike
Oh,
has
baby should be
forced so many women into abortions. It's crazy. He used to brag
I think
about it in
every
college all the
baby-
time.
I used to have an abortion fund. I would just like put my loose change in it, and like every time I needed to get one, I just crack open the piggy
The
bank.
boys would just like throw bills in it, like, at a time.
Just in case anyone needed an abortion, all the boys were chipping in. But
That's smart.
no, I think that if you believe in abortion, if you support abortion, you should also support the murder of children under 10, because you don't really, you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know what you're fucking getting into. So you say, I'm not going to abort this thing. I'm going to give it a trial period, which is from 0 to 10. And if by the age of 10 you still don't fucking vibe with that kid, or any point in between, you should be able to ex-nay that motherfucker.
You know, that would take a lot of people out of jail, bro.
Yeah.
That would like
And
help.
that's just going to save taxpayers money. If we get these people out of jail, we're saving taxpayers money.
This is pretty, we're joking around, but I think we're establishing a pretty dominant political platform when it rises to with all the
You're joking around.
Dogecoin billionaires. I'm not joking around. If I could get a real kick out of my my
You're just a
proposition as
coward.
well. I'm a coward? How so? I have a gun. Oh, Mike's quiet again. Thought it was for dramatic effect. I don't have a gun. Or I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I have access to, I would never hurt a person unless they were trying to hurt me. Maybe even not then. I might just let it happen, to be honest. Probably would just let it happen, to be honest. I don't know. I think they'd be like surprised by how willing I would just kind of like, oh, relief. This is like the Strangler, like the boss, like a new Boston Strangler just catches me after an open mic one night, year after COVID. And I'm just laughing hysterically as he's choking me to death. That would stick with him forever, I think. I think that's really the only way I could, besides besting him physically, remain the alpha in the situation. Still get what I want. Mike has been gone for a pretty long time now. I've been exploring the void here on my own. Oh, here we got a text message from Mike Carm. He says, I think my Wi-Fi just crashed. Well, I guess that would mean, you know, maybe that's how we end this episode, right? There was another thing I wanted to bring up to Mike at some point. I said two things at one point, and then I brought up the pig thing again, which even at that point was an old bit, to be honest with you. But yeah, hey, let's cut it there, because you know, I got to do this. I mean, I could do this for hours, right? How could I? How, you know, who couldn't, right? I love talking. I do it a lot, all the time. I don't need a psychiatrist. I can talk to myself, you know? All right. Well, this has been a Good Vibes Live episode 15. Song of the week, Mike, what do you got? That's a good one, dude. That's a good one. That is a good song. I think that's great. Yeah. I really like that. Is such a you song to pick. It's so positive. Yeah. Oh, me? What song do I have to pick? I gotta, yeah. Let me see here. I got, you know, there's a bunch of songs, you know, you could pick, that are positive and whatnot. But I'm gonna go with, I'm just looking at my phone here, Mike. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you know, I'm probably gonna go with. Oh, I'm hearing some noise. I'm hearing some noise on the other end now. If that's
Can you hear me?
Oh, no kidding. He's back, everyone. Welcome.
Can you hear me
back to
now?
the program. Yeah. I've been talking this whole time. It's been pretty.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you, Mike.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
My
God.
Wi-Fi crashed. I apologize.
Wow, you are coming in at like 3 different times.
Nice.
Well, Mike, I was just wrapping up the show.
Okay.
And you had just given me your song of the week, and I said that was a great choice.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, dude, I don't think we did a song of the week last
Oh my
week.
god,
We
it's
did
so bad, bro. It sounds like you're falling into like a digital hell.
Can you make out what I'm saying at all?
Yeah, but it sounds like I'm meeting the core computer or something right now, like God,
Okay.
the original.
Yeah. I'm
source
giving my
my
2
2
songs because we didn't give a song last week, so I'm giving 2 songs this week.
2 songs. It sounds like Mike is live right now, coming at you live and from a big amphitheater.
Atlanta Girls by Trash Panda and Wow by Tiesto.
Those are my 2 songs.
Okay, word. I got at least one song.
Let me hear it.
Post Graduation Oblivion by Walter Mitty and his Makeshift Orchestra. I'd like to talk more about that guy sometime. It's crazy. Unrecognized talent as a songwriter for sure.
I think Walter Mitty is the name of that Ben Stiller movie.
No, it's actually the name of a short story from the 1920s that sucked. This guy's music is way better than the short story, in my opinion.
And then Ben Stiller made a movie about it.
Yeah, so it's funny that they were operating as a group as Walter Mitty and his makeshift orchestra, and then allegedly Ben Stiller was willing to sue, so they had to switch it to Walter, etc. So they have two different, like, it's like that band Andrew Jackson Jihad. They have AJJ and Andrew Jackson Jihad as two separate artists. Walter, etc. is good. It's different type of music. There's more to it. I think there's more. It's electric. They have electric, where the other one's more acoustic stuff. DIY music. It's good. It's good stuff, though. I'm a fan, and I'm dragging my feet with the second song choice, though. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep with it. I'm gonna keep with it, the same genre, right? We're gonna do "See Ya Sucker" by Modern Baseball.
See ya, sucker.
It's a good tune. I think that's the first
Let's
time.
get fucked up and die. I'm speaking figuratively, of course, like the last time that I committed suicide, social suicide. And I'm already dead on the outside, but I can still pretend with these memories and photographs I can learn to love and laugh.
That's not Modern Baseball.
Just so you know.
That sounds like I was gonna say both. That sounded like it could have been a B-side on either of the artists I just named, like one of their projects. But
do you know who that is? If you don't,
I don't know. I thought you were making it up.
Yeah, it was free. Yeah, I did.
Who is it from, Mike?
It was my impression of Modern Baseball.
They're good. I'm a big fan of Modern Baseball.
I like Modern. I listen. I've seen them live, man. I like them.
You did not see them live?
I have seen them. I've seen them live with the Front Bottoms and Brand New.
No, you didn't see them live. Oh, you saw Brand New live?
Before it was problematic. Before it was problematic.
Yeah,
Before it was problematic.
You really got to see Modern Baseball live? I was supposed to. I was going to see them at Boston Calling the year they went on hiatus. And
you're the type of person that probably holds on to the hope that they'll get back together, aren't you?
No, I'm one of the people that didn't really get into them until long after they had broken up, which sucks. But I'm still into the other guy's project, Jake. It's Jake and Bren, but the other guy's project, Slaughter Beach Dog. I'll try and find a song from them someday, because he still writes really good music. It's a lot more. It's experimental. It's all like storytelling songs about like a place called Slaughter Beach, I think, is the premise for the band. It's very interesting and sad. It's mostly sad, but still good music though. Mike, are you doing drugs?
Right at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment. I heard some sucking, like some vaporizing.
I haven't.
No, man, nah. Nah. What kind of drugs are we talking?
I don't know. I'm drinking. This is crushed up OxyContin in hot water. So.
Oh, I heard that's a good kick.
Who knows? Well, I'll let you know.
All right.
I didn't do this because someone told me to. I just did it because I wanted to. So. All right. This has been Good Vibes Live, episode 15. I think. Maybe 16. Mike, is there anything else you want to talk about now that you're back? I was ending it because it was like I didn't think you were coming back, and I could only be.
Can you see me, or am I still frozen?
Yeah, you're still frozen. But your ass is still frozen.
Then I've got nothing else to fucking say.
It's a good still frame though. Like, you should like. If you were in a Zoom class right now, that should be.
It could be perfect. Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Yo, one thing that's hilarious. One time in a Zoom class, when I was doing Zoom classes and stuff, like I was using this app for our comedy podcast and stuff, and I had as like my icon this like photo that's like synonymous with me, in like American flag shorts and shit.
Oh yeah, I know that photo.
Yeah, it's one of the great photos of all time, but. Up there with the Monk setting himself on fire and the Rage Against the Machine album cover. It's just as important. But you know, it traumatized an entire class of strangers. No, it was just, we had ourselves a good laugh. No one was upset. It wasn't.
Everyone enjoyed it.
A lot of people think some insider baseball, but a lot of people think that's my penis in that photo, and it's not. It's not my penis. I wish it was, but it's not my penis.
Liam, according to conspiracy theorists on the show, you don't have a penis.
Hey, we should end it there because, you know, people. We should end it there. We should end it there. We should end it there.
I'm down to edit there. I'm down to edit on
you not having a penis.
I have no dick at all. I just have balls. I have 3
call
balls.
his nickname.
Balls, and most women like it more.
His nickname back in college was 3-ball Liam. That was his nickname.
Everyone wanted to see it too. So
known for having 3 balls.
I bet I showed my penis to more college people than anyone else ever has. So it's pretty gross because I have like a hole where my dick used to be, but it goes into 3 balls.
If
they're not even sure what a 3rd ball is, they think it's a cyst. But like they just told me like, do you want us to do anything about it? And I was like, what's really the point, right? And they were like, yeah, we'd fuck it up anyway. And I'm like, yeah. So unless you guys like want to do it, like you really want to, there's no need. So I got out of that KFC and I drove myself home, smoked weed, and I went to bed just like any other day.
Speaking of smoking weed, I'm about to smoke some weed when we hang this up.
All right. Well, this is I think this is our best episode, to be honest, as far as content. Yeah, like we both had some pretty good one-liners that are cancelable for sure.
Cancel me, I fucking dare you.
Yeah.
This one goes out to all the pussies out there. All you PC pussies. Come fucking cancel me.
Kevin Knightley's gonna cancel you.
Kevin Knightley can fucking grow a mustache.
All right, that's it.
Thanks.